This is gonna be a comprehensive guide for stables. So the stables bastion has 48 different combinations because there are 3 possible top ramparts and 2 possible gaps. Let me show them all in a straight line. So here are all the variations of stables. This is so the stables is sectioned off into 3 parts. There are the bottom ramparts, the top ramparts, and outer stables. We're mostly not going to be touching outer stables as they are very unpredictable and do not have guaranteed gold anything. Of course, you can get some random chests which may have some goldstone, soul sand, pork chops, sometimes gold blocks, but mostly we're going to be looking at the ramparts themselves. So at the bottom rampart, you can have something that is called a bad gap, where inside or indented into the bottom rampart is an indent or a gap. This gap is 2 blocks high, and this indicates that the bottom of this bastion does not have any gold. Instead, it always has a singular chest at the bottom. Now, if you go to the right side, you can also see a gap, but instead of 2 blocks high, it is now 1 block high and pretty wide. This is a good gap, and you can access the good gap either, well, we used to do it this way where we mine into it, but I will show you ways later. But the good gap always has this section where there is sort of like a secret room with some 3 piglins, and then there's 2 gold blocks, and then 2 more sections where there are possible 4 gold blocks, and then 6 possible gold blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how do we get to these, or how do we even identify if there are good gaps or bad gaps? Well, if we come to the bottom here of outer stables, we can come across the opening, and this will stay the same for every single time. The middle rampart, the bottom middle rampart, always stays the same. The staircase will never change, whatever variation it may be. So the chest at the bottom here will always spawn. Maybe you can get some loot. And then when you go up these stairs, you can either check this, where there's an indented block here. Then if it's air, that means it's a good gap. But if it's just blackstone, it's a bad gap. And there's no gold. So we want there to be air. Another way you can tell is if in this block there's a cracked blackstone. If it's cracked blackstone, that is also a bad gap. If it's just blackstone itself, it's a good gap. Now if you climb up to the staircase, and then mine here. If there's air here, that means it's a good gap. If there's a blackstone, it's a bad gap. And you would mine through here to access the good gap. Now the top ramparts are sectioned into 3 types. There is the ruins. This should look familiar in housing, but there's now a chest over here that always spawns on the back right corner in this little opening. You're gonna get some stuff here, maybe. And then there's something called the lantern chest or the double chest. There are 2 chests here. There's one on top here, over here, and there's one in this section where there's an opening. And then this is called a triple chest, and the triple chest has 3 chests. You can do the same tech by mining into here and then getting the stuff from under. Now there are many different routes you can do, but I will only be covering 2, maybe 3 routes. So we will be doing the left side good gap or the right side good gap. Now let me show the right side good gap. So you can also do the same thing with other bastions, where if you don't have armor, you can take some of this chest, maybe get some distraction stuff, get a little blackstone, or get some armor. But you're usually going to be mining into this middle rampart and checking if this is a good gap, and if it is, then you continue on with your route. But if it's a bad gap, we're going to go to the right side, we're going to do the right side good gap route. Now we're going to go down here, check if it's a good gap. It is. There's air, so it's a good gap. So we're going to go here, anger a piglin by mining yellow blackstone, punching a piglin, or breaking a chest. So we're gonna do this. Distraction, and then you're gonna place 3 blocks just like this. You can place it like this or like this. This is better. You can also just place 2 like this, but this is a good shape. This is what we want. So when you do that, place 2 blocks here, and then break this block. This is where you're gonna be trading. Now mine this top block here and jump into the hole you made. Now mine all the gold over here, and then break this block after this block till here, and then this block. That will let the top piglins down, and then the piglins you blocked off earlier to come through and fall this hole. So piglins like to path fine towards your Y level, so if you mine 1 block down, they'll auto funnel into the hole. All of that, you can throw your gold by just, throwing the gold. Duh. After you get out here, you're gonna want to block off this block, and you can block this off if you know that there's terrain that the piglins can get to, because there will be an opening here sometimes, and some piglins can get through. So now after blocking that off, we're gonna go to the middle of this like 3x3 and mine downwards. Now we can get all our gold blocks. There's one to the top left. No, there's one hidden at the bottom right. Push them through to us, and then we're gonna throw this at the corner. If there's any piglins here, just kill them. You can block this up if you want, if you're scared. And then you're gonna pillar up on this cracked blackstone. 3, then mine through. What I usually do is jump and place a boat, and then get in it and out, but you don't have to do that. Now mine through here, or build up 3, because you want to get to this section where you can get the last gold block. So get that, go down, and then give the last gold to the piglins. And now you can start organizing your stuff. Of course you can do the funnel, the gravel tack, and then you're gonna be out. Now, we can try to do the left side good gap. So this is a good gap where there is 1 wide here. So after whatever, getting some armor or whatever, you're gonna mine into here, then mine to here. Now it's the same concept where you break any blackstone or anger the piglins, whatever way, punching them. This works. Break this. You don't have to break this. You can do this. That's very optimal. Don't have to do that. You can just run down here, place a 3 blocks. If you're panicking, just place a lot of blocks. Then place these 2, break this, and then jump into the crevice. You can mine these 2 blocks first, and then break this, and then that. Now place a block, mine down 1 down. You can give your piglins some stuff. Mine the rest of the gold blocks, and then give all the piglins. If there's a piglin here, just kill them. You can block off if you want. And then mine to the 3x3. Get your top left, and then bottom right gold blocks. And then go into the piglins. And then go up here. 1, 2, 3. Mine into here. This gold block. Stack up. Or you can do break this block, and then you can get up here. Get the gold ingot. I like to do this sometimes because I'm lazy. Then you can funnel them with gravel, and then organize your stuff here. Then make sure to craft your blaze bed. Beautiful. And then Rest for your gold. You can also make an axe if you want to replace your stone axe. And then you should be done. Apply res, and then you're out. If you don't get enough obby, don't worry. You can go to the other gap. If it's a bad gap, if you have crack blackstone here, if it's a right side bad gap, you can just bridge through and get the chest underneath. There's also the guaranteed chest at the middle bottom of this rampart that you can get for obby. Never go to the outer stables, they will never have obby in the chests. You can alternatively go upwards and find the top ramparts and get some obby that way as well. And that's it for stables. I might link some other routes that involve the top here, but the only thing you need to know is every triple chest in stables always has 4 gold blocks in this section. So under these snout blocks in this room under the chests, there will always be 4 gold blocks over here. Now how you would use this is for triple to gap, where you connect this to the other good gap and then have an extra 4 gold blocks for you to trade with, and then the extra chests that you can get from over here. So yeah, that's it for stables.